Hello and welcome back to 80K Aquatics, and today we are looking at 5 of the most underrated fish in the aquarium hobby. If you are looking to set up a new tank but don't know what to stock it with, this video might be a big help if you are looking for a really cool fish that isn't as mainstream as some other fish. Without further ado, let's get into our list. I'm sure you all know about rummy nose tetras, a very popular fish in the hobby. The rummy nose tetras are popular because they have cool schooling behavior, are fairly easy to keep, and look pretty cool with their red noses and black stripes. But what if I told you that there is a similar fish that looks 10 times better, in my opinion of course? Meet the Asian rummy nose, or Saubois barb. These fish are amazing looking. The males have blue or silver bodies and reddish orange nose, while the females just have a gray body. Asian rummy nose tetras are a schooling community fish that can go with most other fish, as long as they don't have long fins, as the rummy noses can get nippy. They are a more temperate fish, as they like to live between 60 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit and prefer slightly hard alkaline water. They need to be kept in groups of at least 6, and need to be kept in at least a 20-gallon tank, as they are a schooling fish. They are definitely a neat fish that you should consider getting if you want a less mainstream fish for your next tank. Next up is a fish that I feature often in this channel, but I still think is a very underrated fish. I am talking about checkered barbs, of course. Checkered barbs are one of the most underrated barb species in my opinion. They are overshadowed by the likes of tiger barbs, torpedo barbs, gold barbs, mascara barbs, and etc. They are a community-friendly barb that only grows to about 1.5 to 2 inches, and they like tropical temperatures and will thrive in slightly acidic to slightly alkaline pHs. These fish should definitely get more love in my opinion, as they look really cool when colored up with their bronzish, orangish, grayish color combinations. These fish should be kept in at least 20-gallon tanks like Asian rummy noses, and should be kept in groups of at least 5 to 6. If you are planning to get some new fish in the future but don't know what to get, keep these guys in mind. Next up we have yet another schooling fish with penguin tetras. Penguin tetras are a species of tetra that definitely need more recognition. These guys are one of my favorite fish, and I have kept them before. They are unique to other fish that instead of swimming horizontally, like most fish normally do, they swim diagonally. This has led to them being called hockey stick tetras by some people. They may not have flashy colors, as they are just mostly white with a black stripe down the middle, but they are a very unique fish, as I have mentioned before, with their swimming style. These fish can get up to just over 1 inch, so they should be kept in at least a 20-gallon tank, and in at least a group of 5, as they are a schooling species. These fish are a good fish for beginner, as they can survive in a wide range of pHs from 6 to 8 pH and live in tropical temperatures from 60 to 80 degrees. If you want a not so mainstream, cool looking oddball schooling fish, go pick up some penguin tetras. Next up we have Silvertip tetras, another schooling tetra that definitely deserves more attention. This fish is a very cool looking fish with their orangish brownish bodies and a black stripe down the back of their tails and white silverish markings on their tails and other fins, which give them their name. These fish are fairly well known, but definitely need more recognition in the hobby. They not only look super cool, but have one of the best schooling reactions of any fish in the hobby. When you get a big group of them, they will swim in big groups or ball up if they get frightened. This looks very cool and impressive, especially once you start getting larger groups of them. These fish can go in a 20-gallon or larger. I suggest larger if you want a big school. And they can survive a variety of water parameters from acidic to alkaline, 6 to 8 pH, and they want tropical temperatures. Finally, we have redeye puffers, the only non-schooling fish on this list. Redeye puffers are one of the lesser known puffers, but they are still really cool. They have red eyes and red tails, hence their name, and are one of the few puffers that prefer more acidic conditions as opposed to the more hard alkaline conditions that most puffers want. They are very interactive and fun, like other puffers, but are one of the more nano species as they can go in a 20-gallon tank minimum. I recommend getting this puffer if you want to set up a small puffer tank. These have been my top 5 best underrated fish. Comment down below what you think the best underrated fish are in your opinion, and if you agree with my choices. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.